But one thing I really want to touch on, because I'd written this down to ask you, was about how you mentioned you don't kind of just look at obviously the site of the pain, but you're really going to go through everything that the person's dealing with and kind of look what it sounds like beyond just what's on paper, just what the literature's saying. Because what I dealt with my IT band was a lot of confusion. You know, if you Google it online, it's a really, really common injury. But to me, the solution to it is not very obvious, and it's different for everyone, which makes sense. But what I found was a lot of what most doctors will tell you, a lot of what most physical therapists and running coaches will tell you is that it's a friction issue, right? They're saying, oh, that the tendon is rubbing on that outside of your knee, it's causing some friction, that's where the pain is. But what I found to make a lot more sense, both with when I experience the pain and how I don't feel it during strength training, and then also with some more recent studies I found, is that it's more so a compression issue. And so, obviously what's happening there is, again, just that displacement of the knee. Maybe it's drifting inward, I felt like was in my case, due to weakness of the glute. That drifting inward puts more stretch, more pressure on the IT band, therefore being a compression issue. Long story short, what I'm getting at is sometimes the answer, A, isn't that obvious, and B, sometimes, doctors or physical therapists might be, prescribing or trying to come up with a solution that's a little antiquated and isn't actually, solving the true issue when it is so tough with soft tissue injury. So what do you think about, again, have you had experiences like that to where you've kind of had to be creative with your solution and work beyond, let's say, what's the literature saying?
Yeah, I think this kind of reminds me of a lot of times when people ask me, about my profession and career, how I tell people physical therapy or rehab is more of an art than a science. Because you have what the book says, you have the typical process of things, but that's not how humans are, right? Humans are unique. Everybody's got different stuff going on in their life, and we have to modify and adapt what we do with people based on all of those factors, right?